is pretty much as a from the ground up, starting the way he does. I'm going to mix up the chapters a little bit because he goes into stance after doing a whole bunch of stuff first. So I'm working from Velvamu. It's Tom Leone's translation of Fabulous. It is a good book. It is definitely worth getting. It's on Lulu, Lulu.com. I do not remember how much it is. I'm probably going to be referring to my notes a bit because, like I said, I'm teaching this class a little differently than I used to.
Change?
Yeah, updating. Right?
Mind blown.
Hey, as we get more information and we figure things out, this is what we do. At least if we don't want to be stuck as dinosaurs and whatnot.
Me and Bo have known each other a really long time. There'll be some benefit today.
Oh, okay, good. Good to know.
Yes. Okay, so he starts with the division of the sword. So that's where I'm going to start. The Italian rapier has the forte, the strong portion, and the divole, the weak portion. He further divides it into 4 sections, so each half. Starting from guard, the first quarter is the strongest for defense. That's its primary purpose. You can receive cut attacks here, you can parry the best with that section. The next section to the middle, it's not as strong. If you catch cuts here, it might be able to blow through it and push past it. This is really good for parrying thrust attacks coming in. The forward section of the blade, this is more offensive. In fact, this is all defense, this is all offense, and unless you're including pommel punches and stuff. So the tip is for wounding. That's pretty much its only point. Yeah, that's a punch. If you're doing cuts, you want to throw them and contact basically between essentially the bottom of the first quarter and the top of the second. That's where they're most effective. So these are the parts of the blade, defense and offense. The hand positions, since I find not everybody knows them, which is fine, they generate from drawing the sword. So drawing the sword up, your first hand position is in first. Your second hand position rolls clockwise to second. Your third hand position rolls to pretty much straight up and down. And then your fourth hand position rolls to knuckles facing your inside line. So, yes, everybody can try this, please.
I'm just getting my hat.
Yep. So in between the primary hand positions, first, second, third, fourth, there are bastard hand positions. Halfway between them. So first and second, second and third, third and fourth. These positions will help you get better mechanical advantage frequently over your opponent. So mechanical advantage is basically an easy way for you to make certain that you've got enough line clearance and safety to not die. And I will go over lines of attack and such in a few. But I just lost that thought. Mechanical advantage. So the first mechanical advantage is going to be how much tossing you've got. If you're having trouble seeing this, so if it's even, so no one has any advantage here. If I am more across, so that she's closer to my strong on her weak, I have mechanical advantage here. One of the other things that helps with that is right now our blades are flat to flat. This is kind of like if we stood palm to palm and pushed against each other. As soon as you use the knife edge of your hand against the person that's flat palming you, will find that this is much stronger against their flat. So in the same way, I want to be turned against them. It's a physics thing. The faster positions work really nicely for this. You don't have to go all the way to the flat, and this usually ends up happening touching the flat at this point. Once you're starting to gain and do the attack. It's real good. So stance. So Fabris in his book does a whole bunch of stuff before getting into stance. I find that might be a little bit confusing, so we're going to go into stance. Generally speaking, for most Italian rapier, you're going to be kind of at a 45 degree, feet at a 90, chest point at a 45, and just kind of here. Fabris wants you lower. He wants you hinging at the hip. So I find that is best done with the hips squared up, which seems kind of counterintuitive sometimes. You can do it with your hips at a 45. Some of its plates show that, but not everybody has the flexibility to be able to do that. So I find it is just generally easier to teach it as you're going to step forward, hips squared, hinge at the hip. It is not the lower back, because if you curve your back like this, I will tell you from experience, this is going to hurt. You'll finish up a practice thinking, yeah, I did great, and then go, oh God. Also, you want the hips rounded under. If you're sticking your butt out with an arch in your back, try taking a few steps forward that way, and you'll feel how much of a crab walk that is and how awkward it is. Now try rolling your hips under, and you'll find that it moves much better. So those hips rolling under gives you better structure and better ability to walk. How low you get, that's going to be partially comfort and partially tactics. As I was saying earlier, his idea in stance is to make it a smaller target. You have to hide behind the forte of your blade, and none of us are that. So, no, not even you.
Is this the class
One of the
that
things
I'm
we
seeing
figured out
right
at
here?
some point is
Okay.
the stance should be variable. I mean, he kind of says it in his own words, but most of us are so zeroed in on Fabris stance has to be this low stance here. Well, that's fine if I'm fighting somebody your height. You're not going to be used to me fighting this low at you, but also if I fight somebody his height, well, from down here, especially at full range, he's got a pretty solid line to see my arm and my shoulders. This isn't going to do me any favors because he's going to be able to see any slight mutations that I do. So to make myself smaller to his gaze, I can come up a little bit. Now I am foreshortened. I am a smaller target.
It's much more stronger to see the into
Yep. Yes, sir.
When you are in stance, where is your weight and how are you balanced?
Thank you. So, Fabris says put 100% of your weight on your back foot. Ow. It is difficult. His main reason for this is that you will expend a tempo. If you are too far forward, it's going to take a tempo to shift your weight back in order to move back. So, what I generally counsel is you want about 80% of your weight on his back leg. Your thighs are going to hate you, or love you if you're really somebody who likes squats. The front foot, like you're stepping on ice. So you're not going to step onto ice firm-footed and you don't want to fall through. So most of the weight on the back leg, bring that front foot forward and just put a little on there so that you can kind of get the feel for what's going on. You can fairly easily move it back with almost no tempo. You can still walk forward deliberately. Yep.
That fire is burning.
Ideally, you want your hips under you for good structure. This is the thing that I see a lot from a lot of people. I noticed that when you did it, you were kind of leaning. The problem with that is this becomes the target. And as much as I had one person say it's definitely a more AFAB thing, I have seen plenty of guys do that. Master Poe from Ethelmark tends to be here a lot.
That's why I thought the pants was.
Forward, yes. To the side, not so much. Because leaning over to the side there, yeah, it's going to put you a little bit off balance. Now most of your weight is back here. If I throw a shot in this way, if I get a shot in this way, I really have to move. Whereas more center weighted or more back weighted and not tilted, I can sidestep lines. You can do it with or without the sword in your hand. Everybody should try this. So, see what you've got and